But really, I think why I'm bullish on Nikola is that they're not so much in the game to manufacture cars. They're in the game to really change the energy sector, and a lot of people are missing that point. Right now, when you buy a semi truck from Freightliner, from Volvo, from Kenworth, the truck manufacturer sells the truck to a trucking company, and really outside of maybe a service deal where they get to maintain the trucks, I would say 70% of the profit from that truck goes to the energy company. So for fuel costs, for diesel costs. And there's a few problems with diesel. One, it's expensive. Two, it's dirty and it's damaging to the environment. So I think what Nikola came up with the idea is to not only manufacture a truck that's battery electric, but also have a hydrogen powered truck that could go a longer range, which is really important when you think about over the road truck driving. If you're driving with a team driver, that truck is running pretty much 24/7. You stop to take your mandatory 30-minute DOT break, and then after 11 hours of driving, you switch seats with your team driver, and then they're driving the 11-hour leg. So in between, you need to have the ability to be able to refuel that truck within 30 minutes. Otherwise, you're wasting money, and that's why battery electric trucks don't work long range. They work short term or short range if you're looking at local deliveries and stuff like that. And then you can bring it back to its destination terminal, plug it in overnight and charge it. But I think that's where Nikola has its advantage with the hydrogen. They want to not only make a truck that can be refueled within 15, 20 minutes like a diesel truck can, but they want to control that. So they would lease out their truck and the service contract would be included, the fuel would be included. So this is a all-in-one package where a trucking company can say, okay, I'm going to buy this truck and I know it's going to cost me X amount. Right now, I think it's $1 million over the lease of the truck. And I don't ever have to worry about my biggest expenses, which is maintenance and fuel costs. And I think a lot of people don't know about that. And that's kind of really where the trucking industry struggles right now, is maintenance and fuel costs. So they're definitely going to be a disruptor, but I think the biggest thing they're going to be a disruptor in is going to be the fuel side. And if they can execute everything they're planning, which again, that's questionable too. The CEO, he's got a few failed business ventures. A lot of people don't have high expectations for him. But at the same time, I think, that's what makes it fun. It's always that one story of somebody hitting the big and that gets you excited. So yeah, long term, I think if they execute, it's going to be a great disruptor in the trucking space. As far as a direct competition to Tesla, outside of the Tesla Semi, I don't really see them wanting to go into. I know they have the Nikola Badger, the pickup truck, but I don't think they really want to go into cars, because hydrogen cars have been around. They've been trying to manufacture, not just Nikola, but Honda and Toyota and all these big car manufacturers. I think the problem with hydrogen cars, and everybody runs into it, they're dangerous. You have to position the tank in such a way where if you're in a collision, the thing doesn't explode on you. So I think that technology is I think battery electric in cars is the way to go. And Tesla has hit on that, and there's no competition there. But in semi trucks, it's a little bit different, because you can position the tanks in such a way where, the tanks won't be damaged in a collision. And, battery electric trucks are not the way of the future, because one, they're too heavy, and payload, when it comes to, how much you can haul, that's where you make your money in trucking. You want to be able to take on that 40,000 pound load. But if your truck, if the gross weight of your truck is 50, 60,000 pounds, you're governed to 80,000 pounds. So you can't, legally drive a load more than 20,000 pounds at that point. And I think that would turn a lot of trucking companies off. And I think eventually, and this is just my opinion, again, this is not something that I know for a fact, but I think eventually either Tesla's going to have to develop some other type of battery technology for over-the-road trucks, or their trucks are just going to be kind of local route trucks that are kind of self-driving. But long term, I think there's no, at least what I can see and what all the research I've done, there is no feasible solution for over-the-road trucks outside of hydrogen power.